Quick question before we even start. How many times have you rebuilt your 5-year plan this year? Promise I'm not judging. I'm genuinely just asking. Because I think a lot of us are exhausted from starting over. Today, I want to talk about the thing that stops that. Not another plan, but a foundation. Hey, it's Laurel. Welcome back to the Truth Be Told podcast. If you caught last week's episode, thank you for sitting with me through that comeback. It was a big deal for me. The messages I got afterwards, it genuinely moved me. So thank you so much for the love. This week, we are going somewhere I've been wanting to take you for a while now, inside the legacy framework. Not just what it is, but why it exists and why I stopped treating it as a business tool a while back now already. Every time I build, whether it's own your style, a woman in progress, build a legacy, all of it sits on top of one question. Who are you and who are you here to serve? And for those of you who have been following me on social media, you have probably heard me say this so many times. But I say it because it's true. That sounds simple, but I kid you not, it is not as simple as you may think it is. Most women I work with can answer the second half easy. Who they want to help and who are they here to serve. Long before they could answer the first half. Who are you? And that's exactly the gap the legacy framework was built to close. It's just a beautiful thing. The framework has 3 phases: foundation, growth, and legacy. Foundation is where we answer that question properly. Who are you and who are you here to serve? This is not a branding exercise. Oh no, it is identity work. Even building yourself as a woman or a man needs a solid foundation because you need to know what you are building on. That's what forms your identity, and everything else gets built on top of that. Phase 2 is growth. And this is where your story turns into something that connects you with other people. Your voice, your content, your way of showing up. Whether that's in a business, in your home, in your relationships, in your community. And then you get phase 3, legacy. Legacy is where it all becomes something that outlasts the season you are in. Something that keeps giving after you've moved on to the next thing. Here's what I need you to hear. You don't ever skip foundation because you are impatient to get to legacy. Please don't. I have watched so many talented people try to build a legacy on a foundation they never actually laid. It cracks every single time. I've been coaching women through the foundation journey for a while now, but here's what most people don't see. This framework isn't something I designed in a classroom. It's how I've walked a life of daily transformation for the last 17 years, and I still walk it out every single day. I took the life principles I actually live by and I shaped them into the legacy framework so I could help women build a legacy through a business with what they already have, with the heart to serve the exact people only they can serve, the people they've been called to serve. But here's what walking alongside these women taught me. Just like me, before you can build a business to serve anyone else, and this really is my story, You need to get your foundation right first. I had to do that first, and for some odd reason, I actually didn't even think about it when I initially started this. And in the refining process and witnessing the woman going through the foundation phase, I realized that they needed that first. You need to know what you are building from and what you are building on. For me, that started with identity. That is my own personal journey. And here's the part I need you to really hear. I looked at each woman's journey and I realized that although the framework stays exactly the same, the individual journey never can be. We are all so uniquely different with our own story, and there is so much beauty in that. Each journey of transformation will never look the same as the one before it, and it is not linear. There is no copy and paste here. For a long time, I taught this as a framework for women building online businesses, and it worked, but something kept nagging at me. Although every woman who came through this set out to build a business, like I said earlier on, they had to start at the beginning, at the core of who they truly are, before they could even start with building a business. They were all just becoming. No business plan attached, no launch, no funnel. That's where it started, before anything else. So I stopped pretending this was only for entrepreneurs. Foundation, growth, legacy. It's for every expression of calling. A homemaker, a mother, a career woman, a business builder, a woman simply becoming. Legacy means something different for every single person, and the framework had to grow up enough to hold all of that. This is exactly what you'll find inside A Woman in Progress on School. It's not a course walking you through slides, it's a room. The same kind of room 15 women once sat in. Except now it's global and it's online. Accessible to every woman, everywhere. If you ever felt like you kept rewriting your 5-year plan because you never actually settled the foundation question, that's not a discipline problem. That's a sequencing problem. And you know what? It's fixable. So here's what I'd love. Sit with this question this week. Who are you? And who are you here to serve? Don't rush the answer. Please don't rush the answer. Find the school link in my YouTube bio and come join us. The next episode, we are moving into growth, what it actually looks like to turn your story into something that connects without losing yourself in the process. So until then, remember, you are not behind, you are becoming. This has been the Truth Be Told podcast by Scarlette Raes, aka Laurel. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to connecting with you in episode 3.